It's that special time of your life again. It's classic game room time, so sit back and relax, grab your Game Boy Advance, and prepare to enjoy the review of Castlevania: Circle of the Moon. From 2001, prepare to whip some skeletons into shape and rock out to some awesome music. It's always a good time for Castlevania time. What a great name for a series of games, right? Castlevania. It just sounds cool, it rolls off the tongue. Castlevania. It's like you're playing Dig Dug, except with a whip instead of a bike pump. And you can take this one on the go. To be honest, the Castlevania games are kind of hit or miss with me. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. But this one, I like. I like a lot. For starters, we're playing as Nice Hair Nathan Graves, named because of his nice hair. Look at that! How does he maintain such shape and body while still fighting the undead? Why, that'll increase my defense. And that'll do it even more. Alright. Let's put it on and get hit again. Don your whip and armor, spike out your hair, and prepare to embark on a massive Metroidvania-style adventure. That's right. It's like Castlevania meets Metroid. In fact, this game reminds me a lot of Metroid 2. Which is a good thing, except this has a very convenient leveling up system, which is perfect for those of us who suck at games like this. Level up, get stronger, and make your enemies bow before your sheer magnificence. You'll see frequently that I lose patience when trying to whip things and eventually just slide through them. There's save points everywhere in this game. It's actually not as difficult as many of the other Castlevania, I was going to say Metroid, Castlevania games. Because it's a big exploration game where you're trying to explore this entire map, and you'll spend a lot of time doing that while killing enemies, leveling up, getting stronger, gaining more health, and that makes the game more forgiving than many of the other Castlevania adventures. It also gives you a lot of time to enjoy the music. Castlevania: Circle of the Moon has some of the best video game music I've ever heard. Being played here on our intergalactic space arcade stereo, out of the GameCube using the Game Boy player. Even though this is on the Game Boy Advance, it feels a lot like a Super Nintendo game. This was sent to the show by Jake in Southbury, Connecticut, who for some reason sent the Japanese version of the game. Whatever that says. But obviously this also has a Western release. In fact, it's quite a popular game. For good reason. It's good. You can't have one of these games without moving platforms, and just listen to the bass track in this song. With some great synth work on top. Each time you find a new level, it's like you're unlocking this beautiful new soundtrack. Man, I suck with the whip. Why doesn't this game have a flamethrower? Come on, Konami! Also, why isn't this on the Virtual Console? You don't have to rely on whipping and sliding alone. This is an RPG-style game, so a lot of the enemies that you kill will drop things, including these fancy cards which give you new attributes or magical spells or whatever. Like fireballs, increased strength, freezing, turning things into stone. I couldn't read any of them in Japanese, but thanks to the internet I figured it out eventually. You collect these cards when enemies drop them, so if you'd like to collect more of them, increase your luck level. Yo, what's up, baby? Oh, that's a dude. Never mind. Scratch that. Nice hair. The plot of the game, which the American version doesn't tell you, is that Nathan is actually trying to find Dracula's conditioner. It's a special undead formula with secret herbs and spices that'll give his hair even more volume. Now that you know what you're fighting for, make sure to explore every part of the game to collect all of the power-ups and things everywhere. After you defeat the bosses, you unlock new skills. Yay! I get the fancy boots! As you unlock these new boots and powers, you're able to explore new areas and find new enemies to slaughter with your whip and super kick. Checking my GPS carefully to see where I'm going. I've got the fancy boots. What's up, bitch? I've got the fancy boots. In games like Metroid 2, you had to use a crayon to draw your own map. This game does it for you, digitally, in the electronic age, using magic. A big thanks once again to Jake from Southbury, Connecticut for sending this to the show. It's excellent. It's Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. Play it today. Bring it.